Hi everyone, you asked me to give you an update. Well, I've made a few changes, and quite frankly, I'm excited about some of the changes that were made, especially my new wall, that I'll be able to have an ongoing display that will be dynamic, meaning that I will change it every now and then with new information. Started over here with some firsts just to try it out, and it works. Now, I also plan to have a display at the window, but obviously I need a little help in this area. That's the information, those are the books, but it doesn't look so cute. Gotta be a little bit more creative there. But anyway, this is a bird's eye view looking through the window. I'm so excited. Mark your calendars. We officially open February 2nd, 2022. 2/2/22. Thrilled that you're here, that you mean a lot to me, and seeing you here just warms my heart. And we're going to do this. I'm so excited about this. It legitimizes who I am and what I've been doing all these years. But to start this, I would like to have, Jeanette's sister. Janelle. Lead us in a prayer.
With women that we don't talk about enough. And all this painting says, it's called Circle of Sisters, is I see you, I got you. And I don't even have to say it. And that's true in our culture, but we don't say it, we don't express it, we don't feel it enough. But for women, I see you and I got you.
We would say, first thing you do when you get the pump, prime, get the pumping, fill the container. First. So that if the water, well, you got it, enough water to prime it again. But if you use the water in some way that don't put it in that can, now the pump is going, the water is going nowhere to prime it again. So you first.
That was only certain times of the year, especially in
times. Look at her gorgeous feet. White foam breaking, spraying, water trickling through those wiggly toes. Feet wet and dry, stained with the shadow of receding water amid sunbathed showers. It was only yesterday we were walking along the beach together on sugar white granules, and she wanted to walk barefoot. We stopped. She held me, twirled her fingers, swung me around, full of laughter, until she dropped me unknowingly in the sand, and I was suddenly washed away. I am the color of a haunting sunset with hues of blue, a beautiful espadrille shoe.
Hi everyone, this is Ursula, and guess who stopped by Ursula's History Shop? Lanita Jane.
Doing it at the right time. There was a thing that I was waiting for to hear.
So there's somebody says speed and then Godspeed. Lab is on. My lab's on. Your lab's on.
Line is for people rating to return books, but in the rich area with all the highfalutin, my mother would say, instead of getting in line to return the books, they would say, darling, here, on my way to France. Just the book drop is right there. I'm dropping. I'm gonna check it. I gotta wait. Yes. Darling. One of them even asked me, she said, you are so nice. I'm sure you can help me. So I'm thinking of the word help. She's talking about like if I'm in her house, to help her, be her helper, like a maid. These people are crazy. Yeah, so you have to ignore them and just laugh and learn and grow.
As soon as you said it, what do I pick up?
Yeah.
Nat King Cole.
I think
Wow.
he's priced though.
This is awesome.
Okay, this is Ursula, everybody, and I have the honor of speaking to someone that made history and continues to make history. So tell us who you are and why are you holding an Ebony and Jet magazine?
Hi, my name is Anthony Cole. I was a former Jet Beauty photographer and Ebony Fashion Fair.
If it's family that's always draining you, always bringing you down, always making you feel some kind of way, you gotta separate a little bit. I mean, you can be cordial and say, hey, how you doing? And come to something every now and then, but that doesn't need to be somebody you spend a lot of time with because they're gonna rob you of your joy. You know, it's the same thing in the dream thieves. You got all these great ideas, but like, girl, that ain't gonna work. Why are you gonna do that? Why can't you just keep a job? What's wrong with you? Why, you know.
Why you wanna do that?
Right. That ain't gonna work.
That don't work.
Right, we've all heard that.
Yeah.
So those are the people you need to cut them out.
So this is called a patchwork journey because this book was inspired by my great-great-grandfather who was a Buffalo soldier. And this book starts with his life as a Buffalo soldier. Not talking about him as a Buffalo soldier because he'd actually left the service when I started this book. He was in California.
You couldn't see me, even though I was the brightest light in the dark room. I was the motivation when it was all messy and doom. I was the prayer that God answered when he listened to my cries. While my heart is pounded and broken, it's decisions made with no remorse. It's the broken cycles of deception that's fully run its course. At one point, I wanted nothing more than to be connected past the human touch of flesh. I wanted to be the innermost and deepest touch as Eve to Adam's rib. The amount of weight that carries to the depths of that type of intimacy bursts the fear of walking in self-truths of who you are within. It blinds you to see the worth of the woman who stands before you. Your own lack of value is the mirror you're trying to see her through. A broken lens and unhealed ways. All she ever wanted was for you to see her naked, unafraid, to love the ugly you, but you couldn't see her.
book is about, it's called Rolling Stone from the Temptations. Papa was a
Rolling Stone.
yes. And so it's about a man whose name is C.J. Williams. C.J. Williams had 6 children by 6 different women. And to get started, I guess I will tell this because everybody likes to hear this. Why I wrote this story about a man with 6 kids from 6 different women is because of a job that I had. I'm a school teacher by trade. And so I worked in Hartville, Ohio. Hartville is where the migrants used to come from Belgrade, Florida, and Seabrook, South Carolina, up to work the farms, you know, and do the crops. In Hartville, the same people who owned farms in Hartville owned them in Belgrade and Seabrook. So they were their employees year round, but they'd come up. Well, this one family, and it was a grandfather and a grandmother came up. I ain't gonna say the names because this is fiction. But at any rate, they would always pick up their grandchildren. And these were grandchildren from their one son. And this one son had grandchildren in 6 different places, so to speak. So they stop here and they get a grand, stop there and get one. All over. He even had one in Canton, Ohio, where I lived and where we had the school. So I was really intrigued by them because those kids get together and they would, take the same last name and they would all, love each other. It was kind of amazing to me. I'm thinking they don't know each other, but I guess they do in a way because they all, seem to love their father and they all loved each other.
I'm in Ursula's history shop, and this is full of books and memorabilia and all kinds of stuff. You can buy some of the books and you can look at some of the books. But she just gave me these 2 people. What's your name?
David.
David wanted me to autograph this book. It's going to cost.
That's his story.
It's going to cost. Because in this book, he want me to sign, it's my children. These are my twin girls, Miriam, the firstborn. And this picture here was Miriam and Ali. I'm taking a picture. And we're in Zurich, Switzerland. And May tried to shave like a daddy cut her chin. I remember. These 2 twins. Let's see, which one is it? Rashida. Ooh, that's Rashida. In the front, she has 2 boys, Nico and Biagio Ali Walsh. They're fighters today. They follow behind their grandfather. That's amazing. Yeah, I gotta sign this one. Yeah, this is the one. This is up at the camp. That's all my children with me at the camp, which I constructed and built the Deer Lake training camp. I was exercising my agricultural and architectural abilities, and that was my first test. And I'm trying to see.
Go back to the other page.
Okay, I'm just trying to see. This is Ali and his brother. Oh, that's Ali, his brother, and me. Ali, his brother, and me, and his girlfriend. And we're together.
Wow.
And they're bold. That's some bold stuff right there.
Real bold.
I told him, if you bold enough to bring her with you, go ahead. And now that's proof right there. I said, if you want to take her, she got to dress her like a Muslim. She can't be dressing with that Horus outfit. So I put a dress on her.
Dressed up.
I went through some stuff about that one.
I believe it.
I can tell a story of that letter and blow your mind. That's his girlfriend. And that's his girlfriend while we were married.
Wow.
Yeah, the things that I went through. It's amazing how people just do what they can do because they can do it. And that's his last girlfriend. He went with Lonnie even before I was divorced. This is his beautiful mother. That's a whole different story. But this is things about the life of Muhammad Ali and what I had to go through. I will sign it for you.
Yes, please.
So thank you very much for coming to the bookstore. And anybody else come out there, come to Ursula's book
History shop.
history shop.
On the Tampa Park Plaza